This is a 1976 Johnson 6.4 short shaft 2-stroke. Great little engines. I love these little engines. Run forever. Super clean. Turned off real quick. So the customer said that it was hard for him to get it started, and when it was started and running, it wasn't staying running or whatever. Little spider. So checked spark, that was all good. The gap's good, the plugs are good, all that fun stuff. I went through the carb, and it honestly wasn't too dirty or nothing like that in there, but I cleaned the crap out of it anyways, like it was, and did have the old cork float and stuff inside there. I put a new OEM carb kit, a new float, new gaskets, new needle, new seat, new everything inside there. Like I said, I cleaned the crap out of it before doing all that. New packing, new everything. Put everything back together. I also removed that little, so on these engines, if you give it too much throttle, it prevents you from pull starting it. And so I removed that on there so that you won't have that issue. You just can't give it too much throttle when you start it up or whatever. But I removed that whole mechanism up here so that when he goes to pull start it, if he gives it too much throttle, that it won't bind up on him, basically. But yeah, that's it. Just went through the carb. And I don't go off of what these say. I never go off of that. I go off of how the engine sounds. If you go off of what this says, you go to the slow position, it'll die on you. I don't ever go off of this. I go off of how the engine sounds. You obviously don't want to shift it when it's too high of RPMs or anything like that, but so earth reverse, neutral, is forward, obviously a lot quieter with the cover on it. Cup of water good. Running good. Everything's working perfectly fine like it should. Yeah, everything's working perfectly fine. Great little engines. Epson Ford. Reverse. But yeah, nothing wrong with it. I don't know if I cleared something out that I didn't see. I don't know if the float had anything to do with it. It's not super loose or anything, and it had somebody put a newer needle in there with that on it, so I'm not sure. I went through the carb, everything's working perfectly fine. Started up the second pull, no issues. Tuned the carb. Yeah, that's it.